Tonight on NewsWatch 12 at 6, a Medford mayoral candidate was in court today facing a criminal case of stalking and menacing. And a Grants Pass man is facing charges with connections to arson and stalking a UConn basketball player. Details coming up. Plus, we'll look at the latest update of the assassination attempt on former President Trump coming up next.
Watching out for you. This is NewsWatch 12 at 6.
On our top story tonight, a Grants Pass man is facing charges of stalking and harassment in Connecticut after sending numerous emails to a University of Connecticut basketball player. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Haley Gravitt. Robert Parmalee appeared in court today after being accused of stalking UConn basketball player Paige Beckers.
Yes, Your Honor.
40-year-old Robert Parmalee is in handcuffs wearing a plaid shirt facing a judge today.
These are rather serious allegations.
So serious, the judge set Parmalee's bond at $100,000, ordering him to stay away from the town of Mansfield and Paige Beckers. In June and July, police say UConn's communications team received concerning emails from Parmalee containing rambling comments that he's a member of the royal family, a sperm donor, wants to marry Beckers and have children with every white woman alive. He allegedly posted on social media requesting permission to marry Beckers in a poem written to her.
He is willing to engage in treatment, and I think that would be appropriate in this case.
At the end of August, Parmalee flew into Bradley International Airport, police spotting him nearly getting hit by cars on Route 20 in Windsor Locks. When questioned by police, Parmalee said he's fathered more than 17,000 children and was going to see Beckers. Police ran his info, realizing Parmalee was wanted in Oregon on an arson charge. Accused of trying to burn down a home with his roommate inside, state police arrested Parmalee in Windsor Locks, and UConn students are relieved tonight he never made it to campus.
I think that's insane to fly over here and actually try to enact what he was saying. That's pretty crazy.
Former prosecutor and current defense attorney Ryan McGuigan has handled similar cases.
What we're talking about here, I believe, is somebody who's mentally deranged and is a potential threat to another human being. The correct place for this person isn't a jail, but it is a mental hospital.
In the Crime Watch tonight, the Central Point Police Department is asking for your help identifying the suspect in a robbery. Take a look at your screens here. Police first got a report of a robbery at a local business back in June. They're now trying to identify the male suspect you see here and a blue sedan. That was in the area of the time of the event. If you recognize this man, call CPPD, the number seen here on your screen. And in more Crime Watch tonight, one of Medford's candidates for mayor faces a criminal trial. 40-year-old Logan Vaughn is set for a November trial in Jackson County Circuit Court. He's accused of stalking and menacing Medford's downtown Mountain Church. He spoke exclusively today with NewsWatch 12's Jerry Howard, who was in court today too. Jerry.
This fall, Logan Vaughn has an election one week and a criminal trial the next. The trial involves 5 misdemeanors, including stalking, menacing, trespass, and disorderly conduct. The case comes from Mountain Church in February and March. It says that's when Vaughn's comments at a men's group caused his removal from the premises. The church says after Vaughn returned twice, they reported him to police as a threat. Vaughn denies the accusations, saying his own faith might have intimidated others. We asked him if a political candidate should have active criminal charges.
Is that good or bad from your perspective that as a mayoral candidate you're facing a criminal case?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, in November, I'm voting for a felon. And I'm sure a lot of people who are, if you're smart, you are. Sorry, not sorry. It is what it is.
And Vaughn says after the criminal complaint involving misdemeanors, police went to his house and sent him for 24 days of mental evaluation. He says he was told he had delusions of religiosity and manic-like behavior. Vaughn says he thinks he's just gregarious. Vaughn will get a public vote as a Medford mayoral candidate November 5th. His criminal case, for now, starts the following week on November 14th. Live in studio, Jerry Howard, NewsWatch 12. Haley?
Jerry, thank you. And an Ashland man was in Jackson County Court today for child sex charges. NewsWatch 12 first told you about this investigation, which started on Thursday. Craig Albert Johnson waived his right to a trial within 60 days. He has a pretrial hearing set for November 18th at 9 a.m. The case is still under investigation, but as of right now, he is facing 3 charges. Johnson was arrested on July 30th for 3 charges of child sexual exploitation. During the investigation, Central Point Police found out Johnson worked at Children's World Montessori in Ashland. Police identified another victim and is still looking for potential victims. If police find more victims, more charges could be added. And NewsWatch 12 is learning about an electrical fire at a Klamath Falls school. The fire forced students and staff to evacuate the building this morning. The good news is that Klamath Union High School says all students are safe. The fire started at around 10 o'clock this morning. The Klamath Falls City School District tells NewsWatch 12 the fire started with a Chromebook. School was canceled for the day to ensure the safety of staff and students. The building has since been given the all clear, and school is set to begin again with its regular time tomorrow. And our team has received updated numbers from Medford Policy's school zone enforcement. Now take a look at your screens here. 192 traffic stops were made, 67 speeding tickets were issued, and 103 warnings were given for speeding in school zones. MPD issued 39 tickets of warning for other violations that were not related to speeding. Multiple Medford School District zones were covered. Kennedy, Lone Pine, Logos, North and South Medford High School were on that list. Now let's check in with Stormwatch 12 Chief Meteorologist Matt Hoffman for a first look at our weather. Matt.
Well, we have a lot of clouds out there. Still that storm system really nearby, and that's been bringing some more showers to at least portions of southern Oregon and northern California today. Right now 66 degrees in Medford, a warmer and brighter near the coast, 73 degrees in Brookings, and it's 53 right now in Klamath Falls. Rainfall amounts, measurable rainfall mainly along and east of the Cascades. We have seen some measurable rain for parts of Siskiyou County, trace amounts so far in Mount Shasta. We do have a few lingering spotty showers out there. Most of that activity in Siskiyou County, and then east of the Cascades, some showers trying to develop west of Lakeview. And with this area of low pressure nearby, we still could see some showers start to push back into Lake County later tonight. But areas further west likely going to be mainly dry tonight. Partly to mostly cloudy skies, down to 51 in Medford and 43 in Klamath Falls. Tomorrow, tracking the next storm system, though, we will see rain starting to move in along the coast tomorrow afternoon. We'll time out the rain, talk rainfall amounts, and look at your forecast for later this week, all coming up. Haley.
Thank you, Matt. In a community impact story, the City of Grants Pass Parks and Recreation has announced its inaugural Story Walk that features 2 bilingual stories. Story Walk is a literary boost project that displays books page by page along a walking path. At Ryan Here Volunteer Park, the first installment is Emma and the Bees, a story of a girl whose curiosity takes her on adventures. At Redwood Park, Hippo No Nada follows a hippo afraid of water on a journey to find courage. The Story Walk is a free activity for all park visitors during park hours. And the City of Medford says the renovation of Howard School Park is in full swing. The updated park will have several new features, including pickleball courts, a splash pad, and a brand new dog park. The project is on track to be completed this fall. Looking at a money alert tonight, the Federal Highway Administration is sending more than $40 million to state and federal agencies in Oregon. It will fund repair roads and other critical infrastructure that was damaged during natural disasters. $1.4 million is headed to the Bureau of Land Management to restore its roads and culverts that washed out in southwest Oregon in December of 2023 during an atmospheric river event. $640,000 is going to the Forest Service for repairs to damage left by an atmospheric river in southwest Oregon in December of 2022, and another $600,000 is going to the Forest Service for repairs to its roads that sustained damage during the late winter storms in southern Oregon between February and April of 2019. And looking at a traffic alert for tomorrow, a portion of Southwest 5th Street in Grants Pass will be closed for a gas utility installation. The closure will be on Southwest 5th Street between Southwest J and Southwest I Streets from 8 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. There will be no local access and emergency vehicles will not be allowed through. Drivers are advised to avoid the area and find an alternate route. Medford's new city manager Robert Fields is settling into his first day. He brings more than 30 years of experience, including his most recent role as city manager of San Bernardino. Fields' background includes economic development and capital project planning. He will succeed Brian Shotun, who is retiring after more than 20 years with the city. And tomorrow, Ashland is holding an open house to discuss possible climate-friendly areas within the city. State legislation from 2022 requires cities to identify mixed-use pedestrian and climate-friendly spaces. The next step for Ashland is selecting and rezoning these areas by the end of the year. The team on the project is presenting tomorrow night from 4 to 6 p.m. in the Siskiyou room of the Community Development and Engineering Service building. And looking ahead, Jacksonville is hosting their Wine and Dine Festival this Friday, raising money for the community. With tastings from 11 wineries and 11 restaurants within the city, wineries will be selling glasses and bottles, and the wine trolleys will be running throughout Jacksonville. All of the profits will go to projects for the Jacksonville Applegate Rotary Club. This includes the Dolly Parton Imagination Library of Jackson County, the Jacksonville Community Center, and the local police department. The event is from 1 to 6 p.m. this upcoming Saturday at Brigham Knoll. Early bird tickets are currently $70 for those 21 and up and $25 for ages below 21. And some changes may be coming to the days and times that your garbage gets picked up. Rogue Disposal and Recycling is making some changes to their collection routes. They say that most customers will see a change to the day that their trash and recycling are picked up. This is to preserve route safety and minimize traffic in certain neighborhoods. Letters to customers are going out soon, but the new pickup dates won't go into effect until Monday, September 30th. And Ashland firefighters are holding a pickleball tournament next month to raise money for a local firefighter battling cancer. Proceeds from the Fire in the Kitchen pickleball tournament will go towards Ashland Fire and Rescue's Daniel Kappels, who was diagnosed early with stage 3 cancer. The event is taking place on Saturday, October 12th at Lithia Park from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can find the links and tickets on our website, kdrv.com.